pull our rubber off. Put it up here. Here, move it. Gonna have lots of fun trying to unplug this. Behind the center.
Howdy folks, here we are, we're back on a beautiful sunny day here in far west Texas, and we got the old Dodge out. Just got to replace the cam position sensor in there, that way he can pull his trailer and take some time off and go and enjoy himself. So
Yeah, it's the summertime. I'm not going to sit at home all summer. I'm going to be going in the camper and riding my bikes and whatnot. So without fixing this, I have no way to pull my camper. And I heard a lot of hooskow on you got to pull the injection pump, and you really can't get it off without pulling the injection pump. And I'm like, well, okay, challenge accepted. So tag along with this, because this is going to be an extremely long video, or it could be a somewhat short video, or you just might watch me get it aggravated. So y'all tag along while we get this thing running again. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the air horn off here. It's got 4 bolts, 1 bolt for the dipstick. Then I'm going to unhook the charge tube from it, move that out of my way, and then down inside of here I'm going to unhook the vacuum line from the vacuum pump, unplug some of these connections, get them out of my way, and see if I can get my little hands up in there and get that baby out of there. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the air horn off here. It's got 4 bolts, 1 bolt for the dipstick. Then I'm going to unhook the charge tube from it, move that out of my way, and then down inside of here I'm going to unhook the vacuum line from the vacuum pump, unplug some of these connections, get them out of my way, and see if I can get my little hands up in there and get that baby out of there. Let's get started.
I don't know what I did before I had cordless tools. We made wrenches and ratchets work back then.
You got the 2 long bolts going in the front. You got 2 short bolts going in the back. Got a ground wire. You need to make sure you hook a ground back up, because, well, these are real picky about grounds and voltage. I got these loose. Pull this off. Pull this baby out. Sit it over there. And what you're looking at inside of here, that's a heater grid. Like a 7.3, it has glow plugs in it. The Cummins doesn't. Cummins has this is a heater grid. What it does is it warms up the air that the horn's sucking in to heat the motor up to start good. I just thought I'd point that out. Hope I didn't make anybody sick. Jarrett, Ruby, moving the phone around. I know how y'all are tender and stuff. I'll go ahead and pull our rubber off. Put it up here, out of the way. Move this charge tube over here behind these power steering lines to hold it out of the way. See if we can get this connector loose. Not wanting it to come loose easy. Well, that just wasn't going to fall off there now, folks, was it? Sure wasn't. That is our throttle position sensor, I do believe. Move that out of the way. Put my hand in there. I'm going to move this vacuum line. There's a vacuum line down in here for the main vacuum. Move that out of the way. See if I can somehow get y'all in here. Maybe see up in there. Okay, took the phone off the stand. I don't know if y'all can see anything in there. I'm just trying. I can't tell from where I'm at, so I hope you can. That's where that cam position sensor is that we have to dig out of there. So I'm going to reach in here and see how far back this is and have lots of fun trying to unplug this. See, I'm right up under the injection pump and right in front of my power steering pump and vacuum pump. So it's not like the easiest thing in the world for me to get to. Okay, I got the plug-in unplugged. It wasn't a little push tab, but it was one at the end where you kind of flip it up. Something like that right there. Lift up on that, pull back, which did make it easier. That is a 5 millimeter Allen up in there. My stool's a little shaky. I'm okay though. I'm good. Got a ratchet up in there. You have to use a long extension to get up in there to get to it. So you pull it off. 500 feet. Then I'll take my little paw here. See if I can get a hold of that bolt in there. Man, that thing's, you let loose of it, go to put your hand in there, it's hard to find it again. Might be easier just to work it out with the socket and the extension. I'm gonna put it back on there. If I can find it, give about 30 minutes before I find it, get it in there. You can't see what you're doing. Everything's done David's way, I feel.
Exactly.
He could have done this.
Yeah, my paws are a little bit too big for that.
Well, yeah, you couldn't have got your hand in here.
Yeah.
And we got the bolt out of there. Let me swing you around in there. So we got the bolt out. We're gonna lay it up here. Now here comes the fun part. Trying to get that thing pulled out of the hole. Trying to get it to kind of turn first a little bit to help kind of break the seal on that O-ring. Moving a little bit. Moving it up and down, back and forth. I want to get it to kind of be free in there. I am looking with my fingers. When it's too tight, add a little lube. I'm moving you all around. You can still see though. Sorry. So I get this in there. What in the world is going on? New lids, new lock caps. the world coming to? People trying to eat that stuff. Hope I ended on something. Might have. There. Yeah, you get this thing twisting, you got better odds of pulling it out of there without breaking it. Because if I break it, then I have to take the injection pump off. I don't want to. Yeah, it's way up underneath that injection pump. I just spun it around good that time. I had to get it back. I know what I need to get it back. Picks have been one of my handiest tools I've purchased. Let me tell you. Okay, now I'm trying to get. Am I moving you? I am. I'm sorry. I got to get the pick in the hole, and you got to kind of go in at an angle to get it in there. Oh, coming back up. Coming back up. Back down. Back up. Back down. Want that thing to move pretty free in there. Can't really see where I'm spraying. I'm just hoping I'm getting it all over it. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit a minute. I'll be right back. Let's see if we can jib job that out of there. Here we are. What I did is I grabbed it with these bent needle nose where the bolt goes through, which has a metal hole in there, and I plucked that baby on out. Nice. So now I got the old one out. We're moving along slowly but surely. Okay, got that out. Now, take a little brake clean here. Clean the hole up. Get everything clean. Make sure I don't have any sand or debris or anything. It's going to make it even harder to get this to pop in. Right here. Genuine Cummins parts. I'm going to take a little assembly lube. Put on the O-ring and the shaft of this to make that pop in there. Actually, what the hard part to get in is got to pop that O-ring in there. So let's see if I do any good at that. Okay, everybody see down in here? Here. We can get this directed down in there and do some cleanup. My hand's dirty as heck. Well, they need to give you an option of a 400-foot hose to stick in here when you're doing this. Oh, wait. Most people don't do this. Gotta find where the hole is. Okay. It's way back in there. And if I can get my finger on the push button there, I don't know that I can. It's a can, and I don't know if I can. Crack myself up. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna take a little on the rag here. Hope that didn't shrink my little fingers. They're already a little enough. Get my hand back in here. Clean this up. Now remember, you can't see anything. And if your hands are large, it's gonna be a lot harder than it is for me, for y'all to get it done if you got big hands. In there, clean that all up. Wipe my hands off. Brake clean can back off. Because Lord knows I'll go to grab it and it'll be all icky. And I'll have to blame somebody. Probably me. Now we're going to take our genuine Cummins cam position sensor. Actually, without this, the tack doesn't work. And if the tack's not working, it doesn't send the right pulse to the fuel pump to make the fuel pump pump all the time. So it's like a big domino effect. And that's why I hate things that are all electronic. It's irritating. And this is like right on that border of part electronic, part not. That's all I'm saying. Gonna take our Symboli lube and put us a little on that O-ring. We'll rub it in good. Get her lubed up. And then, with any luck, we'll get this in there. And without any luck, I'm still gonna get it in there. I'm determined. It'd be a whole lot easier to get in if I just took the O-ring off. I don't know about that working very well for sealing the oil off, though. You know, might not. I could put like 7,000 pounds of RTV around it. What do you think? I've seen that before. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm just kind of moving it back and forth, putting pressure on it, hoping it'll go up in there. Really tough because you can't get my hand in there, hardly. Okay, I'd take me a little break for a second. And I'm like a contortionist up in here. And what I've decided to do, I'm going to see if I turn that bolt in slowly, if I can get that to start going in there. Oh. David, you want to do this?
I think you're doing a wonderful job.
Thanks.
We'll see how good you are when we try to line that bolt back up.
Oh, that's the easy part.
Oh, okay.
It's on this side.
Oh, okay.
It's on my side. Not back behind the sensor. It's in front of it. Come on, go in there. You can do it.
Yes, you can.
I reckon I might have to give me something to push with. Can't get it in there. I just can't get a grip. I just dropped the bolt on the ground. Clean it back off.
And what did I say about the bolt?
Huh?
And what did I say about the bolt?
Don't drop it?
No, I said it'd be the interesting part, you getting it back in, but if you're throwing it on the ground.
Well, it was in. It was in the ground.
Oh, okay.
Once I dropped it. Once I dropped it. And I can only move like 3 fingers while I'm in here. If I'm holding the bolt. What I've decided to do, I don't recommend it, but I'm going to see if I turn that bolt in slowly, if I can get that to start going in there, if I can get the bolt lined up, or if I can get the extension and ratchet lined up in there. Okay, got the extension. And the Allen on there. Now what I'm trying to do is get this ratchet on there. It's not wanting to cooperate. Of course. It's called that Murphy guy again. Murphy guy's messing with me. Okay, we're still lined up. Okay, I'm gonna run my hand in here, try to get the finger I can feel with on that cam position sensor. And I'm just gonna put a little pressure towards the block, being as that tab's on the outside, and see if that cam position sensor is moving. I'm turning that bolt like 1/16 of an inch at a time because, well, we don't want to break it, which is a really harsh position for me to be in. And it's really hard for me to feel with my other finger. Those are the ones that I got reattached. So I had a little mishap with the table saw. We don't want to talk about that though. I would have made a good video though. When I took the ends of my fingers off with the table saw, that'd have been a great video. How not to do this.
There you go.
Oh, just got easier. Oh, yes, it worked. Hold it in there. Well, ladies and germs and ladies, the new cam position sensor is installed. Well, almost. We have to plug it in now. Now that may be a whole different story. Getting that plug-in back on there. We'll see how it goes though. First we gotta find it. This may be the hardest part of the whole thing. Getting it plugged back in. Wouldn't that be horrible? Can't get it plugged back in. Got to take the injection plug off because you can't get the plug-in back on it. Nope, I ain't gonna get in there like that. Ah, click. Ah, plugged in. Okay. Try to plug the throttle position sensor back in. Right here. Here. It's plugged back in. Okay, let me take a moment, please. Be right back. Go ahead and start putting this together. Get our boot back here. When you got these boots off, you probably want to check them, make sure they don't have any cracks or weather rot in them. I know these don't, because it wasn't too long ago they were changed. And take my air horn, put it back down in here. I should put that on there for, oh, gotta get that up over there. We gotta get all that lined back up. Some people actually delete that grid heater. I wouldn't, because I like pretty good starts in the morning when it's cold. There we go. This one back out. I forgot to put the ground on it. I remember them grounds. It's okay to forget it as long as you remember it. Snug that up, snug that up, snug that up. Our dip of stick. Won't fret. Put it back on. Okay, let me move some things around here. Okay, the other camera died, or phone, should I say. I'll work this boot back up here where it goes. Make sure you get your boots on good. Deep socket. And you don't want to tighten them so much you cut the boot. You do not want to. Get both of them tight. Lord, I hope this fixes it. Yeah, let's see if the tack works. After all that. I don't hear that pump running. And my tack still don't work. After all that. Well, we just started the Dodge, and I said, and my tack's still not working. Well, funny story. Checked some stuff, and I was annoyed. I don't know if any of y'all caught it. Probably so. Dumbass. So I go run the Dodge around the block, see if maybe I hit a bump, if the tack will start working. Well, I get to the end of the street, and I look down, and here comes the needle coming down, coming down, coming down. I'm like, hey, the tack worked now. And it stopped. And then I kept looking, and I realized that that's the speedometer, not the tachometer. I've been in a psychological fog for a month.
At least.
Month and a half. Anyways, the tack does work. So the fruits of my labor did pay off. And I did get the cam position sensor in without taking out the injection pump, which is quite amazing. I'm quite amazing, because most people wouldn't do it. Most people couldn't get their hands in there, though. And I'm not saying if your hands are big you couldn't do it. It'd just be harder than it was for me. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that yes, the tack is working. We'll come out here and we'll take a gander.
Okay,
Here we go. Wait to start off. Look at that. Well, I went back and looked at the video and I confirmed before I said anything, but yeah, I was looking at the speedo, not the tack. Anywho, I just got a little confused. We did what they say probably couldn't be done. We put the CPS in here without removing the injection pump, which I'm proud of myself. I'm amazing. I'm just good at what I do. Somebody's got to pat myself on the back. No?
Oh, okay.
Just being honest.
Okay.
Anyways, we got it running. We got it driving. I had a little episode with mixing up the gauges and stuff, but we did get it done. We got some wheel spacers for our 52 we're working on. They came in yesterday evening. So we'll be getting those on, seeing how those wide tires look and fit up under there.
Great quality wheel spacers, lifetime warranty, made here in the good old US of A.
Yep, made in America. That's our favorite. America.
Yep.
That's the best things to buy. Buy local. That's America.
He did. He came pick me up today. The truck runs great, sounds great.
Glad to have it back driving. This has been an ongoing problem off and on for a while, and it actually seems to run better than it ever has. So it's probably been, that CPS probably been going out for a minute. So if you enjoyed this video, probably was entertaining. It's also very informative because, like I said, they say you really can't change that CPS without pulling the injection pump off. Well, I proved that to be a myth just by changing it, and I like a good challenge. So I heard that, and I'm like, challenge accepted, I'll do it. On the TV.
Ooh, doggy think he ain't fancy. He Hollywood.
Now, oh, some tiny thing over here. If I can. Hopefully it'll hold a little there for a little bit. That's on there. From under here. Right over here. Right here. Yes. So. Use this light off the grill. Pull it off. Well, we're here, like we promised, with spacers that we're going to put on the truck. And I'm kind of excited to see how everything's going to work. We're going to get started on this baby and see how far we get today or tomorrow or the next day, whatever. Anyways, we'll have another video on it.
And we mentioned at the end of the last Dodge video, these are good heavy duty spacers, milled, really good American made and high quality and real cheap. We checked on a place here, and the guy's like, said, "Do you have 2-inch wheel spacers?" I said, "Yeah, I have them in stock. Yeah, I have them. $350." I'm like, no. And these were like under $50 for 2 of them. And they have a lifetime warranty, and they're really good quality. So I'm gonna get out the way and let y'all watch George work. That's the way I work. I supervise good.
Got our nice aluminum spacers. Once again, American made. Can't say that too many times. Nothing from China. Put them on. Try to get a thin-walled, somewhat thin-walled socket. Put down in the holes to get the lug nuts on. Hi, Mom. I'm on the TV.
Ooh, doggy saying he ain't fancy. He Hollywood. And for you older folks, I've got a song rattling in his head now, the Chiquita Banana song from the commercial.
That'll be
So
stuck in my head for days.
if he starts dancing around and doing a little maraca dance, he's got the Chiquita Banana song running in his head.
I'm multitasking in my head. Literally. Now I need the impact. Wherever it's at. Not sure. I like to put it in various different spots, my impact. That way I have to hunt around for it. It's kind of challenging. I hope nobody walked off with it. What I'm hoping.
You found it.
No, this one's yours.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We got that doohickey on there. I'm going to grab this tire here and put some air in it. Let's see if I can see where the studs are. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just start these so I'm not fighting that whole thing. Clears. Clears. Clear!
Good deal.
Oh. Thought I was in the medical industry.
Well, you're laying on
My
the
bad.
ground, so we had an AED, I could zap you,
Let's
or a good fresh battery and a couple jumper here.
let me flip this camera around and I'll get you in there. No. We have clearance all the way around. Feels really well. Clearance at the top. Yeah, that's gonna look pretty good. All right, let's go over to the other side and we'll put the other side on. Okay, we're gonna put this one on. That's on there. Let me grab that other tire and see if it. Walk that up into there. Got little lug nuts, like I said, not the right ones, but they'll do for sitting. And just see how things are gonna clear. And every time I hear that word, I want to scream, clear!
Oh, so awkward position here.
This will need to be super tight. Just enough to hold that wheel. No rubbish in there. No rubbish. Not like garbage. Isn't rubbish garbage? No garbage here. Let's sit her on the ground. Take jack stands out. I'm excited. I'm excited. See how she looks. It's sitting on the floor. Okay, let's see how it looks. I'd say it worked pretty well. We got plenty of clearance there. We're close. We do have clearance on the tire up in the wheel well. Actually, that's pulled in a little bit. I'll push all that back out and see where that's buckled from being pushed in. We'll push that back out and get a little more clearance right there on the end, but it ain't rubbing. Other side's got good clearance. Coming along nicely. I think I'm pleased with that. Back, getting ready to mount the fuel pump. I'm going to mount it back here on the inside of the bed, under where the floor is going to be, because that's my best option. And the bolts will come out on the inside of the fender well. You got these little nubs. I don't know if y'all can see them, but if I stay on the inside of those, then the bolts won't be visible on the outside of the bed. Sorry if I'm sniffing a lot. My allergies are flared up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm going to put this, make sure it's under the bed. Then I'm going to mark where these bolts are on this. Kind of give us a reference. Precise measurement right here. And we're going to drill them holes. And that's where we're going to mount our fuel pump. Hey, glad y'all could join me. Might have to scoot you all down. I'm like not right in the way. Ooh, scow. Ooh. Sorry. Nose is crazy today. All the dust. Like to say all the pollen, but we don't have enough trees and stuff. It's dust related. All dust related. Let's see how that worked. Worked like it was made for it. Can you believe that? Okay. I'm going to take the nuts here, because I'm not. And I'm going to go underneath and put the nuts on the end of them bolts. That's where that'll sit. This is where the floor is going to be, so it'll go right up under the floor. Okay. We climb out, climb under. I know it's a lot of climbing. Trust me, I know. From under here, get my arm in there. Yeah, I feel like I'm carbon copy of yesterday because I can't see what I'm doing. Alrighty. Okay. Fuel pumps in. Mounted. Good. Solid. Nice. These got rubbers up here in the top. They kind of absorb some of the vibration and the shock when it's running. Okay, let's get our fuel lines hooked up. First, we'll go ahead and trim this fuel line down. Trim. Pop this clamp off. Put it back on. Okay, put that in there. Go ahead and do this. Tight. Tight. Okay, let's see if we can get these wires wired up on this here fuel pump. Fuel pump. Let's see what we got here. We got one of these. This is the ground. The ground's going to go bolted to the frame. And I need to go ahead and ground this tank to the frame. And I need this ground strap off my filler neck to the frame. So we're going to ground a lot of ground to the grounds that we were grounding. Where's my glasses? Oh, they're on my pants. I'm an absent-minded professor, you know? I don't know if I'm going to be able to roll that, get it up in there. But I'm certainly going to give it my best shot. On that. Let me get that braided. It's a braided ground strap is what it is. Look at that. Like a nun. Like a nun. Right here. Look at that. Look at us go. Grab me a smidge of sanding paperage. Get that cleaned up. We'll put all our grounds down through the hole. We'll spin this one around and down where it needs to be. Take the washer if I can reach under there. It fits on there. And I have a 7/16 wrench. We got the little spin gizmo here. Zip, 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 zippity zip. Anyways, enough playing. Enough playing. I got work to do. Make sure our wrench is going in the right direction. Get it up there on the old nut. Get our zipper in here. She's tight. She's good. She's grounded. Pretty sure we need to get us tether a wire for this one. We need to tether it together. Yep. Go ahead and put these together. You know. I'm gonna go get a little torch and some solder. Run that down there. I can solder below. I didn't want to solder up by the vent tube. So I laid the wire down where I can kind of get it underneath. And we soldered it that way. Now, figure out how long I'm going to need. Clip it off. We'll go clip, junk. Take the old strippy dippies. We'll go strip. I'm a stripper. I'm a stripper. Then what we want to do is we want to grab our shrink wrap wherever I laid it, because I'm an absent-minded professor, over the wire before we solder that other piece together. We have an assortment. We have an assortment of sheet shrink wrap right here. You just run down over that and down here. You lay that under the truck also and solder it while we're under the truck, because I don't like a little bit of torch right there by the vent with this tank having gas in it. All right, let's turn the key on. I don't think I have enough gas to pick up in there, but let's turn the key on and see if we get pump action. Pump action 101. Somebody tell me. Got leak. Did I tighten that clamp up? No. Y'all forgot to tell me to tighten this clamp up. What do you... I said, everybody watch and let me know if I'm doing something. And I forgot to tighten this clamp up. So now it had a leak. It was pumping gas. I don't know if that's gas that was still in the pump or what, but it was spraying like a son of a gun. Make sure these are tight. Make sure that's tight. There's enough gas in there to pump. Man, filled that bottle up quick. Okay, that's some up front. Got y'all in the back. Somebody sees something spraying everywhere, holler at me. Let me know. Don't leave me hanging. See if it'll start. I don't have gas going everywhere, so that's definitely a plus. That ought to be sufficient for burning down that house. I don't see any leakage. I think the tank is empty, because there wasn't much in there. I didn't think it was going to pull, but it pulled a little bit. But I put more gas in the tank. I need to tear that carburetor apart. I need to clean that up yet. We'll pick up here tomorrow. So I'm going to get some gas. I'm going to get some lug nuts for the back wheels. David's going to pick up some parts for the Camaro that will soon be starting on again. So we'll see y'all in the tomorrow. Ciao. Let's see if we can get the master cylinder for the clutch swapped out. See if we get that line broke off. It's going to be a tough one, I do believe. Get in here. It's a 13, I do believe. Yep, 18. I did spray it down with a little lube. Oh, can't believe it broke. Little lube, do you? All right. Well, it comes loose fairly easy. Got a zip tie right there. Need to cut off. Okay. These come with a zip tie on them. Let's see if I can get this in here. Clip the old zip tie. Go inside and see if we can get them bolts loose. See about getting these nuts off here. Socket off of it. That was nice. Almost off. Okay, got them babies out of there, and we'll go outside and see if we can get that thing pulled off. Got our man, I'm at a loss for it. Got a lot going on in my head. Squirrels are turning. Got the clutch master cylinder installed, and now we're going to bleed it. I'll let David do the pumping part, and I'll do the bleeding part. Ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'll crack the bleeder and push it to the floor, and then I'll close it.
Okay.
Until we'll do that until we get fluid down there.
All right. The one on the right or the left? Oh, wait a minute. Never mind.
I knew you were going to ask that. I don't know why either. I was about to say, hey, it's one on the left. Okay, when I tell you to, push it to the floor.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. You in position?
I think so.
Push it to the floor.
Okay.
Tell me when it's down.
It's down.
Okay, let it back up.
Okay.
Up.
Yep.
Push it to the floor.
Down.
Gotta move, see if I get anything. If I got anything out of there. Oh, yeah, I'm getting stuff out. Okay, pump.
Up.
Tell me if you get anything.
Okay. Ready to go back down?
Yeah, pump it up.
All right, on the floor.
Pump.
Okay. On the floor.
Hear a lot of air coming out of there. Pump.
On the floor. Well, we got something that time.
How's it feel? Oh, hell,
It feels pretty good.
it's pushing at 400 miles.
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay, let off.
Yep.
Just push it once. Okay. I think she's good.
Yeah, it feels good.
Well, that completes bleeding 101. Hey, we got her all bled. I'm gonna pull you off that door, and we're gonna figure out what else is going on. Well, now I'm gonna pull this carbonator off and see if I can get it cleaned out. Pull these vacuum lines loose. Pull the fuel line off. Get off there. She want to come off there too well. Pull the throttle cable loose. Loose, goose. Loose. Get off there. Put this right back on there. Unhook the old spring. Doesn't have anything else. Pull it hooked up on here. Ah, look at that. Right off there. Well, that took up most of the day. Not. Take this carburetor over there to the little bench and tear it apart, clean it up, see if we can get it working. Here at the bench. Like a judge, I'm at the bench, except I don't have a robe on. We can see if we can get this carburetor torn apart, even though I don't see very good. There's a little bit of crud in there. Let you look in here. See the see the grunge in there. That's what we're gonna get cleaned out of there. Gonna try to get this thing cleaned up the best I can on the reassembly stage. Got everything cleaned up, put everything back together. Won't be long now. Okay, we got it all cleaned up. Got the carburetor cleaned up, tore it all apart, cleaned everything up real good, put it back together. We're gonna put it on here. I don't know if I got enough gas in the tank, and if I don't, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get that done, but that'll all be part of the video, so shouldn't make anybody a lot of difference. Let me get my little fingers in here. Come on. There we go. Let me grab my light. Don't have a light. Can't see. Get all the bolts started. I don't want to be falling. Lord knows I'm not so hip anymore. I'm a little more hip replacement. Get this. All right, that's how quick that is. Doesn't take long. Let's see if I'm pumping anything. I really don't think it's pumping. I really don't think I have gas in the tank. I don't have enough gas in the tank to pick up. We'll get some more gas, put that in the tank tomorrow. Then we'll get that carburetor adjusted and we'll go from there. Okay. Got the master cylinder on for the clutch. We got the carburetor all cleaned out and on. I've actually added fuel because I didn't have enough fuel in the back to pick it up. So I'm going to let y'all just kind of hear what it sounds like and start it up. So we're moving along on it. It's just kind of a slow process, like one hurdle after another. So let me get y'all in here where you can see what's going on and listen to. Okay, let's just see if she'll fire up. Still got a squealy belt. She's running pretty good. So she is running pretty good. Got it fixed. This belt here is worn. The alternator belt. It's just squealing like crazy. I had changed that. Our steering belt's a little loose, so they're squealing. I still have to tighten them up. But that'll all be in the upcoming video. So this has actually been a lot of hurdles, like I said, to get things done. So the truck's fought me like every step of the way of everything I've done. This is like one thing after another, but I thought this would be pretty cool to merge the Cummins CPS swap in with this one. That way you get a little update on this one too, and you know, the other one's pretty informative. So that's going to do it for this video. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, comment, share with all your friends, hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any of the fun. Because, well, I watch the video and I do things in the video I didn't even know I was doing. So just the way I am, though, I just like to have fun. So if you like it, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe, notification button. Watch the whole video. Please don't fast forward through my videos because it's the time actually helps my channel grow, or helps our channel grow, I mean. So, and I'm working really hard at it. I mean, I've got I take care of rental property maintenance and stuff on it, and I'm doing this. So I spend a lot of my hours working to get these videos out each week. I spent tons of hours editing, and it's way more work than I thought when I first started doing it, but I'm just going to keep on pushing through, and hopefully the channel will grow. So remember, like, comment, share, and we'll see y'all on the next one.